This is the RDT programming assignment for Networks 466 by Julian, Benjamin, and Maria. We coded both RDT 2.1 and 3.0. RDT 2.1 delivers data under no corruption in the network. We will start with the probability at 0, as you can see over here. When we start the client and then the server, you can see that we send an ACK for each of the 5 packets and change each packet to Pig Latin. There's an ACK received here, as there's no corruption. That's 2. Here is the 3rd one, the 4th one, and the last one. At the bottom, we printed all of the fully translated messages. Now we will change the probability of corruption to 0.3. As you can see, when we run the server then client again, we still receive the fully translated messages at the bottom, 1 of each. And as we scroll up, you can see every time that the packet was corrupt or not corrupt, and when NACs were sent. As you can see, NACs were received and ACKs were received. After each NAC, the data was resent, and you can see that the proper data was printed. Now we will move on to 3.0. We are now on RDT 3.0. This is our new implementation that is just as with RDT 2.1. The data runs with no corruption or loss, as well as sends ACKs. As you can see here, we have 0 probability of loss, and boop. And it still translates the messages just as it did before. We will change the probability of corruption to 0.3 in order to show that it works with corruption as well. Here you can see it is also changing the messages and printing out each statement once. Now RDT 3.0 differs from RDT 2.1. It has a timeout function. We can change the probability of loss to show this. After each lost packet, each lost packet will be retransmitted after a timeout, and any packet will be retransmitted if there's a lost ACK. Finally, we know that the code allows us to ignore duplicates because each statement only prints once. If a duplicate packet had arrived, the code would have been translated more than once. You can scroll through, and here you see that at the bottom, it's still printing each statement only once. See, timeout. Here's another timeout until it received the ACK, etc. These are our RDT 2.1 and 3.0 implementations. Thank you.